And we're back. And we have Hera versus Villese up next. Let's see what the maps are. We've got Bog, Hill Fort, and Atoll. We fixed Hill Fort. Go us. Well done.
We fixed the image.
Woo!
We did a good thing.
We did a good. So Bog will be the first map, as picked by the famous Chinese player Villese, playing for Team Suomi. We'll fix that right now. Sorry, guys. But, yeah, so this will be Suomi's home map for Game 1, because they are higher in the standings. And then Hill Fort will be Hera's home map, and then Atoll will be the remaining map. Atoll, third map, third time in a row.
Yeah. It seems to be quite a non-controversial map. Like, no one's banning it early, and no one's picking it early. Right? Like, they're not expecting to have a huge advantage on it, so they're not using it as their home map. And they're not banning it because they're not afraid of it, because they think, oh, this is a difficult map that doesn't suit me. Everyone seems to be quite happy on it, right?
Yeah, it's not really an offensive map, is it?
No.
But it is providing some interesting games, so we'll see if we get there. Obviously, our first game will be on Bog, a map which we've now seen a few times. I'm really enjoying Bog, actually. I think it's a nice map, just because you have that balance of land and water. And then Hill Fort, which is a map we've only seen once so far, and I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. I'm feeling like Hill Fort's a bit meh, but I'm waiting to be wowed.
I think the problem with that was just the way that Zupi decided to play that game against MBL. He didn't really do anything at all.
That's true. We've only seen it once, and it wasn't played maybe to the best of its potential.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
We made some Civ predictions last game. You got nothing right, so we're going to give you a chance to redo.
Okay. So,
Bog, 2 Civs, what are they going to be?
Mongols. And probably another Mongols. Maybe a Japanese.
Yeah, I'm going to say Mongols and Mongols for Bog. Let's go.
Okay.
Mongols and Mongols. Robo's saying Mongols and Mongols, or Mongols and Japanese. He gets to have 2 options because he didn't get any right last time.
Kind of cheating a little bit, having 2 predictions.
But, I mean, that's just kind of the way it's gone so far. So let's see if we're throwing any curveballs here by Hera or Villese as we go into our first game of the series. Welcome, everybody, to game number 1 in the ECL round of 16 for the Southeast Asia stage. We have Villese spawning in the blue to the southwest. He's taken the Mongols as he represents Team AM here. Team Suomi here. And then in the green to the northeast, playing as the Japanese, it's Hera representing Team AM. And, Robo, well done. 100%.
I did good.
You did a good thing.
I did good.
You predicted the civs correctly. Mongols, Japanese. We saw this last series. We saw it Goku versus Vivi, and the Japanese worked very well. But that was mostly due to the fact that Goku lost 2 villagers to the Rhino
in the Dark Age.
And you've got to be careful about that. And I think Villese is being very careful, because you can see the positioning of this water buffalo.
Yep.
He's going to try and block the water... Yep, there we go. I almost thought he wasn't going to do it then. But that's basically buying his villager a little bit more time just to get back to the TC without dying.
That's the idea, right? Generally, you don't want to lose your units because they are more useful to you alive than dead.
Yeah.
Except for maybe demos.
Precisely. So, first Rhino comes in. Villese doesn't lose a thing.
Hera's already trying to lame?
Wait, is that Hera's scout?
Yeah,
it is. Well, Hera doing everything he can to get Aftermath into a better position. Keep in mind, the standings right now, there is, I think, 1 point between them. Suomi ahead of AM in the standings.
It's not 1 or 3 points.
It's 3 points between them, sorry. But if AM do well in this 1v1 stage, they can absolutely overtake Suomi and start to contest the higher points in the bracket. This
true.
is going to be risky now for Villese because he's coming out to take this Rhino, which would normally be quite straightforward. But Hera's scouts here, and Hera wants to lame the villager, but he's a little bit far away. Can he block it? Yes, he
One
can.
block,
One
two.
hit, 2 hits.
Oh, that build might.
Oh no, she's fine. She can hop in. She can hop in. Hop in. There you go.
And then now his scout's going to get... Oh, he might be able to make it home in time.
So Hera made a risky play, but it didn't pay off in the end because he doesn't kill the villager,
And loses a
and
lot of HP.
he loses his scout as a result.
Well, it's not dead yet, but so much HP is gone, it's basically useless at this point.
It's pretty much done.
It's only good for scouting,
Yeah.
which is obviously its intention.
Its
but
primary
yeah.
purpose is to scout, believe it or not.
Yeah.
We've been watching Villese a lot, and we're now going to check Hera over here. He'll be fine, I'm sure, with this lure. Both players on the ball, it seems, with these rhino.
On the
punts.
ball.
On the ball.
Oh. That's my turn for a bad pun.
Yeah, that was
That was worse than yours,
bad.
probably.
But okay, both players with their docks up as expected, and it looks well. I say as expected. Last time we saw this,
The Mongol player didn't go for
Mongol
the water.
player didn't make the water at all, or go for water at all. But we will see that here from Villese, and both players getting their first fish out. Both players on 17 vills. The third rhino coming in safely. You've always got to watch out for this because they do. Even Viper and Jordan and Doubt lose villagers to rhinos. I've seen it happen. So even at the highest levels,
Right.
it can happen.
When we first started playing with these new animals, everyone was like, why do my boars just keep killing me? Like, it's a boar, right? It should be the same. But they actually attack slightly faster, like the delay between each attacks. So they attack more often.
Yeah, the attack speed is the same. But
Yep.
the
del-
reload time,
Yeah.
technically, it's a reload time, is much shorter for the rhinos. So they travel at the same speed, they attack at the same speed,
They do the same amount of damage.
they do the same amount of damage, but they just reload faster.
Yeah.
Which causes them to do way more damage because, not because they're hitting more, they're still hitting the same amount of times, but they're able to start running faster.
Yes, they
Because-
catch up to you faster.
Yeah. And Villese loses the scout to the TC, and that's just.
How did that happen? Like, shouldn't his scout have been at full HP?
It was at full HP,
Did it
and he
just
didn't.
stop?
He didn't dodge. He
He was running on like a parallel line, perpendicular line, right? He shouldn't have taken that many
I
hits.
think he ran this way, and then I think he should have just gone back, and he probably would have been fine. But Hera, scouting now at the front, he sees the second dock coming up, anticipates the water aggression,
Yeah.
and
Look-
Villese will be up much faster, of course, as the Mongols here.
And he's also laming the fishing ships a little bit.
Yeah, Hera at one point had a username called Micro Machine because
He's very modest.
He's so confident in his micro ability that he's obviously a machine. Micro Machines, fun fact, also a PlayStation game which came out in early 2000s. Was great fun to play, but I think that was before Hero was born, so probably wasn't making a reference to that.
Probably not.
Anyway, so Villese up first, 2 fire galleys coming out. Hera will do 2 fire galleys as well. Sometimes if you're a little bit slower, you might make a demo raft to start, but I see
It's not
Tata doing
ideal.
that a lot.
It's not ideal.
But either way, aggression going towards Hera now, as both players very even on villagers and fish and
Yeah, the
pretty
only
much
real
everything.
difference is that that Hera still has his scout.
And even the same number of water buffalo, pretty much as well. Actually, no, Villese has a little bit more water buffalo. But apart from that, we are looking pretty even. And oh wait, Villese didn't know where the docks were.
Because his scout died, remember?
Yeah, his scout died before he scouted the docks. So he actually sent a fire galley over here, which meant that he kind of lost that element of speed a little bit because he sent one the wrong way.
Well, he's still ahead though, 4-2, right? He just needs to take smart engagements here, try to do as much damage as possible, as quickly as possible.
And Hera, a little bit more of an Arabia player, I'd say. I don't know. I've
Yeah.
not seen Villese really playing much water either, to be fair.
Well, I think he's got the opportunity to practice it more than Hera does, because Suomi is such a well-rounded team.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that if he wants to practice for this stage, which presumably they did, he would have had ample opportunity to do that. Whereas for Hera, I feel like it's more of a, oh, hey, look, I've got games today. Let's spend 10 minutes thinking about civs and then just go.
Yeah, right. And I think with that in mind, Villese here may have a little bit more experience to draw upon, but so far, Hera doing a really good job.
It's only 2 docks to 3 docks now. So,
Oh yeah, that's a good point. He didn't add a third dock yet.
is he maybe going to drop a barracks and add something else? There we are, barracks.
Barracks and archery range
Interesting.
for Hera. I mean, scouts work too, but archers have
I
the
guess-
potential to do more damage.
I think archers also just helps your economy stay more consistent, right?
It stays focused on wood and gold,
Right.
which is what
And
you
then
need for
just sa- and
fires.
You just save your food really going up.
Yeah, and he's actually really close to going up if you consider the food he's got in the bank. Comparing that to Villese, he's a little bit ahead in stored food. I'm wondering why that might be, because I think they're even on upgrades. Villese, barracks coming up now as well. Oh, that was a good demo hit. That actually...
But that village is still there repairing, which is really turning these fights around, Hera.
Oh, it's keeping it alive, look. It saves the day every time. That fire galley nearly down to 1 HP.
And then, just
And
repairs
then
it back
it
up.
gets repaired back up, and that allows Hero to push out. And because this is shallows in the middle of the map, he can keep sending the villager
Yeah,
forward
just
as well.
follow them
Look
around,
at this
right?
one. Oh.
Ah.
Well, that one had more than 2 fire galleys attacking it. But again here, going back. But still, it looks like Vilese's 3 docks
Oh,
will
the demo on the
eventually
build-
get
demo on
a
the build.
victory.
Yes.
Nice. And that will be a victory on the water for Villese eventually. I mean, you cannot realistically keep up 2
No,
docks
2v3.
versus 3.
The problem is, like, there's going to be these archers coming in pretty soon, I think.
Yet the archers are not on the way over just yet, but
Did he not make any? Is it maybe
he's
just
going
a
castle
building to go
first.
up?
He's going
Okay.
castle
And then
first.
maybe add crossbows or the cav archers? I would assume crossbows.
Yeah. Although cav archers could be good because, you
I
know,
guess
it's
they're
very
Japanese,
raidable.
though.
Oh,
Japanese cav
go on.
archers?
There you go.
Oh,
That was nice. That was nice. And of course, Hero still has a scout, so he can go do a quick pass through Velesa's base, get stuck in the wood line. No, he won't notice, and just sort of see what's going on. Thanks, Nilly, for the host, by the way. I appreciate that. And we're going to be continuing on with the ECL series after this as well. We've got 2 more sets to go. This is the first game in a best of 3 between Hera and Villese. And Villese looking very good on the water right now, or the bog, I guess we should call it, as that's the name of the map. But will he transition into the Castle Age quite nicely? And I think the answer will be no.
Not anytime soon.
He's going to be an aggressive boy as he trains 3 scouts. Now that's going to really hurt his castle time, but it does give him an opportunity to do a little bit of damage before Hera is able to get up castle. And I don't know. I think that's a bit risky, though. I do think it's a bit risky.
Yeah, I think I think either strategy, you really want to wall up when you decide to do something after the initial water fights, right? Because going castle, obviously you've got the benefit of better units, but you don't really have anything to defend you to begin with, right? And I don't think Hera scouted the stable. No, okay.
He didn't. He could have done, because he did run through here, but he sent his scout back on the right side rather than actually going through and looking for buildings. But either way, Villese here does go quite close to the docks, gets a little trapped, and as you saw earlier, Hera did add a 3rd dock as well.
But switching into galleys already for Villese, and there's a demo coming in. Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was big.
That was a really good one.
That was big.
And here come the scouts.
Oh, no.
Perfect for
No.
Villese. That is such good timing.
Oh,
That is so good.
that's horrible.
He's going to kill pretty much all of those archers
Right before
just
he
as
wants
Hera
to
hits Castle Age.
he wants to do crossbow and then go attack right then, and it's just destroyed.
That was perfect for Villese. I really, really like that. But
It was a little lucky, just happened to be there at the right time, but Hera shouldn't have let the archers out before he got the upgrades.
that's true. And at this point, Villese is going to find the fish. He's well and truly won the water. We don't see War Galley coming in for Hera because at this point, he's like, well, do I do War Galley? Do I do crossbow?
Yeah.
Do I get fletching?
I don't have
Like,
the economy to do anything,
I
really.
have no food. Well, he's got fletching already, but my point
He
is...
has to choose one or the other.
Yeah.
Crossbow or war galley.
And at the moment, he's thinking, let's not let the TC idle.
Yeah.
After losing those fish, that's going to hurt his food economy a bit. He's still got the score lead, which is interesting, but
Well, reaching Castle Age is quite valuable.
yeah.
I think gives you a lot of points, and he has so much more scouting, right?
Yeah, still
because
waiting.
his scout's still alive.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. And also, we're waiting for Villese to click up to castle, which will
Pretty soon. Pretty soon.
happen soon. The archers are on the way over, but no crossbow upgrade, no war galley still, so no fire ships for Hera here, and I'm not sure what he's doing by letting this one fire galley out. Doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. Leave them inside.
And I like just the 3 demos just prepared at the back.
Just waiting.
Just like, I know you have boats. When they come out, I'm just going to go over there and blow them all up.
Ready and waiting. So, the villagers on the wood line, maybe the first target here as Hera comes in. And there's only, what, 4 or 5 archers here?
Something like that.
Where's
4
that
archers going? Or quick walls.
He sees it,
Trying to keep out the archers.
and they're
That house, how
they're
much
out.
HP is on that house?
I think he's fine. I think he's fine.
Oh, he could have got that though. It was only 15 HP.
Yeah. He could have. He might come here, and maybe Villese will... Oh, he hasn't got any stone, because he sold it. But I was thinking maybe he'd put a tower here, but it's not
Very
necessary
easy just to run to another wood line, right?
at the moment. Yeah, he can come back here. He's
Right.
going this way.
Easy.
This one's still exposed a little bit, but Hera's not that threatening with only 5, 6 archers.
What about he just got war galley as well?
My bad. There we go. Demo Raft's helping, but ultimately,
The
fire
upgrade
ships
advantage.
are just too good.
Compared to the feudal boats, yeah.
So very nice for Hera as he starts to take the water back. And I think, as good as those scouts were, I do question if being this late to the castle age is really a good idea.
I feel like it really saved his bacon though. Like, because if those archers had come in with a crossbow, 4 minutes ago, he could have had a lot more problems than he does now.
But you could argue that if he was also castle sooner, then he might have made a couple of knights or something.
Yeah, but he was always going to be slower up to castle age.
True.
Because Hera was already up to castle age before we really started making the scouts.
That's true. But I think he would have been a lot closer. Anyway, regardless, on the water, this is going to be a nice demo hit, perhaps. Villese doing a good job of splitting his units, but will take quite a bit of damage there. And Hera's making his way back onto the water quite nicely. I really appreciate that he's, repairing with the villagers. I always like that little...
Oh, demo on the crossbows.
Oh, that could be perfect.
Yes,
that could
come
be
in.
perfect.
Oh,
He sees it. He sees it. The crossbows are
Get
backing
it.
up.
Oh.
And he just clipped one.
Oh, that could have been so
Had
big.
the potential to be huge, but Hera was paying attention.
Yep. Well, there
Um,
could be another demo coming out of that dock.
Oh, you never know.
Oh, yes. But the crossbows, no, we're getting out of here.
They are certainly getting out. But yeah, Villese is kind of okay, really. He's much later to castle. Yeah, he's kind of losing water, but he's still got a villager lead, and his eco really hasn't been touched too much.
Oh.
So, and he's not really under too much of a threat from these crossbow
We're gonna
either.
add some TTs.
What's this?
Oh. Oh.
Sneaky,
I didn't see that.
very sneaky.
Knights in Siege, I guess a monastery at some point.
Yeah.
To support that.
That's just going to come in the back.
And is that all of Hera's golds? There's those two? And where's the next one off to the right?
Well, there's a gold. Yeah, obviously there. There's one here, and then there's one here, but
Extra
that's a bonus.
gold.
So
That's really far away as well.
yeah. Whoa. So Villese, he admits defeat on the water. I think he's not going to contest that, and I think he's going to focus his efforts onto this sneaky back play. Obviously, the TC here will go up, and that's going to really help Hera a lot. If that TC wasn't there, this has the
Well,
potential
it's
to
all,
be
all those villagers would be dead.
Yeah.
Or idle.
huge, and
Oh,
not like
don't walk
this.
into the TC.
There we go.
He's maybe going to kill a couple of bills. Maybe a good mangonel shot. No.
He might kill one or two vills here as they run back to the TC. The Mangonel will certainly pressure, and Hera is building a monastery now, but might want a siege workshop as well.
He's got
Yeah.
no wood for that. Right, and
Yeah.
that was one of his wood lines, which just went idle. And oh, those crossbows.
Crossbows
Is
there.
there a TC somewhere? Oh, yep, there's
There's one here,
That'll defend
and
his base pretty well.
there's another one coming up here as well. Still, though,
Crossbows
the
can still
crossbows
deny
here
the
on
wood
this
line.
side could still be good. But Hera now obviously going to be focused on this. This is a problem for him. Obviously, at the moment, Monk's coming out, but the TC is starting to take quite a lot of damage, and we've got a monastery from Villese as well. Villese should be making more mangonels, yeah. That's the main thing now. Keep that pressure up, and obviously Hera's forced to repair.
And Hera has no access to gold. That's the big thing.
Oh yeah, he's completely off. Does
So
he see the other golds? He doesn't. He doesn't even know where they are.
He has a bit of gold in the bank, which is nice. He can afford a few monks, but he's going to need a market and start selling stuff if he wants to keep.
That's going to
Keep this
hurt.
game
And
going.
he doesn't have redemption, so he can't convert the mangonels. And then on the left side, he's not really doing much damage at the moment. Yeah, he's won the water here. He might have a little bit of fish, but he really wants to be careful now.
He's struggling even
Oh,
to
he's out.
repair
He's
the
got no
TC.
stone. He can't repair. He can't repair.
Oh, did he build another TC somewhere? He must have.
He must have done. Yeah, down here, he placed another TC, and that means he
Oh.
can't repair his TC.
Oh no, because you have to have at least one stone. Even
Yeah,
if it
you
doesn't
have
cost
to have
stone.
one stone in the bank to repair it.
Oh, but these mangonels could get sniped off by this knight if he's not careful.
I think he's fine. He's going to try and convert the knight. Oh, Hera just lost that for himself. If he didn't build this TC,
Well, no, the TC was going to go down eventually, but he could have bought more time. For
he could have
himself.
bought more time. Or, you know, maybe he could have made a few more knights and been able to snipe the mangonels. You never know.
Right.
But now the TC is gone, and he doesn't see any more gold, which is a little bit disappointing because he's had his scouts alive the whole game.
Is that a siege workshop he's building? Or, ooh, that's
Hello.
scorpion.
That's really good.
Is he making a siege workshop? Or
That's a
market?
market there.
Okay, well, expected to be honest.
Gout cavalry as well to try and deal with the monks as his second TC now comes down, and this looks like Hera might end up just getting pushed out of this game from this sneaky back play. I like it a lot. That's really creative from Villese, and a very nice switch of pace from what he was doing before, which was like all out water.
And like you would expect for a Mongols game to either get like full knights or full crossbows and do them at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this just sort of sneaky siege and monk play with a couple of knights for raiding
Yep.
potential is
Yeah.
doing really well actually.
No atonement, no redemption. Just only can convert the knights here, and he cannot seem to stop this TC from going down. He's going to make the play now.
Mangonels and the monks.
That could be
Is it
huge.
the monks?
He's obviously focusing on the conversions back here.
Please.
Hera got
Shoot the
one or
monks.
two converts.
I
The
want you-
TC goes down.
Oh.
The monks going down too.
Okay.
Pretty good conversions though. The monks did get enough knights there that he'll be able to clean this up.
I think it's
But at
honestly,
what cost?
it's so worth it. What I say, like he's destroyed two TCs, idled half of his economy for like 3 minutes. as
That's
they
huge.
Move somewhere else,
That's huge.
and he's still got a couple of knights left over, and he can just keep making more monks, more siege, and just try again. He's making a mill.
Well, I
To
mean,
keep
why
the farms
not?
working.
These are perfectly good farms, he'll
Yeah.
have you know.
That's true. That's true.
So Hera still has the score lead, but I think it's a little bit misleading.
And he's down just the one TC at the moment, I think.
Let's check. Yeah, he's building another one here.
Okay. And maybe one more somewhere else.
Yeah, one at the top.
Oh, so he's gonna get more stone. He's gonna find that gold, which is gonna be useful.
Still, all in all, pretty good for Villese, as he'll now clean up these crossbow as well. And at home, Villese is pretty much untouched.
Right.
His ecos had no blemishes on it at all. A few idols, a little bit of,
Bad farms, but
That
whatever.
it's
Shit
okay.
happens.
It happens. And Hera's forced to sort of expand around the map, which
Oh, look at those scouts going for the monk.
that's good. He's going to get him.
Instantly killed.
And just to continue my thought process there, Hera's very spread out, and it's not a situation you want. Ideally, you want your 3 TCs to sort of be
In one
at 3 points on your screen. In one screen, 3 TCs, that's very safe. This, however, is not safe. It's way too much spread out. Look, knights
These
just killing
villages
villages
everywhere.
on wood lines. Hera's very much going to be have his focus in many different places, and it's going to, in a sense, overwhelm him a little bit, I think.
And he's like completely evacuating his initial starting base at this point.
Yeah, get out. Everyone get out. The air raid sirens. Like,
And, like the problem with this position is, like, Villese could just mass knights at this point. If 20 or 30 knights came in, they can just pick off the TCs one by one,
they could, yeah.
right, and just destroy everything.
Or he can go imp.
Or go imp, right? He's got so many options.
Yeah.
Because he's untouched at home. And like 5 fish is nice, but Villese's still 10 bills ahead. Way better KD.
Yeah, Villese is in a great position, and it's not even just that, but also the extra resources that Hera's invested into building these new town centers
replacing
up.
3 TCs, right?
Yeah, exactly. And at the moment, I think we'll see the... Oh, wait, actually, no. I thought he was going to go imp, but handcart husbandry, gold shaft mining, stone mining...
That looks like full knights.
all these
maybe?
eco upgrades coming in. And
I think the only reason to do gold shaft mining and husbandry and forging right then is because he wants to make mass knights.
yeah, you would assume so.
Yeah, he's dropping extra stables.
And
And that's why he's done gold shaft mining, because he doesn't have enough gold.
yeah, he wants the knights now. I think that's pretty good, to be honest. I think if he goes Imperial Age, it's pretty safe still. But at this point, like, okay, I've got all this map control. I could just go Mass Knights. But I think Hera's figured that out anyway. Or at least he's preparing for that because he's doing pikes. So he's thinking, okay, yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm pretty spread out. I'm pretty susceptible to a lot of raining. Maybe I'll do that. But I think Hera, Villese could still click Imp here anyway.
I'm really hoping for like a 1 villager castle drop in Hera's base with that 1 forward Vill. I would just love it to like a BM castle.
Just right here?
With 1 single villager,
Yeah.
wherever it's gone.
That would be pretty cool. No, he's got to go Imp now, but he's been housed for ages. Like, if he was planning to do Mass Knights, he'd at least want to...
place down 20 houses or something.
Yeah, right, exactly. But yeah, Imperial Age coming in. And then once he gets Imp, what do you think? Just Mangadai, safe, or maybe
I
Cavalier?
think instant GG.
Instant GG?
Like, how far away is Hera?
Quite far.
Very far.
Quite far.
They're
But
almost equal on bills again, which is useful, but Villese has so many more upgrades on his bills to begin with. He's got gold shaft mining and already got handcart, for instance.
true. I don't know if it would be an instant GG. He's
think
got
so.
a pretty big eco here.
Yeah, but what's he going to do with it? Just full helves?
I think he stalls for time and then he tries to... I don't know. It's kind of hard because I think in the late game anyway, the Japanese might struggle a bit here.
Yes, for sure. Mongols is like a far better late game.
Yeah, right. So maybe. I don't want to say instant GG because he's about to click up, and when you're on the way up to the Imperial Age and your opponent hits Imp and you've got a pretty sizable eco and they don't seem to have that much army and you're ahead in score, I kind of don't feel like that's an instant GG, but who knows? Another castle coming up, maybe? Nope, that's
Forward
University. Why not? Got to educate Hera about his incoming defeat, right? But he is going to make a second castle in a minute. He's already started Mangadai production. Maybe Hera will just start like massing scams or something. I don't know.
Oh, that monk can design this TC.
Hey,
look at that! Just spaz out. Rip.
Too bad. Too bad. And they get castle coming up there. Castle for Hera there.
Oh, Hera's castle just can get trebbed down instantly, right?
That's pretty rip, yeah.
Assuming Villese knows it's there.
He doesn't.
He doesn't
Yet.
Is he making any trebs though?
Look at that outpost. Oh, it's a watchtower. Okay.
Oh, he can see that.
Oh, he
castle.
saw it. Right. Is that still... That's... if he doesn't nut the
He
one...
could be able to deny that.
It's not... no, I don't know. It's not. Maybe not going to come up fast enough.
Castle too.
Oh, the castle's in range. Castle's actually in range. Oh, he doesn't even have Bodkin arrow and it's in range. Blimey. Okay, that's denied. That's really good for Hera.
Okay.
I didn't think that castle would be in range.
I guess he's still got a chance then.
Yeah.
Never mind. I take it all back.
Yeah, he absolutely has a chance. Denied this TC up here. He's
Okay, there's one treb coming
got
out.
one treb coming out.
Another one after that. But all these villages is going ham.
Well, at this point, he may as well finish the castle. Is it going to be a doubt castle? Surely not. There's just not enough arrow fire there.
There's no villages garrisoned in the towers.
And that's that. So the castle will go up. These two towers will go down. Hera will have to repair his castle for a little bit. And I think when I said mass skirms, I think he may have heard something.
Yeah.
Because he's doing a lot of archery ranges now. And needs to just defend and hold a little bit while he buys himself some time, really. He's got decent map control. He's taking this back, and that's important. He's getting the gold over here. He's getting his main gold piles back. He's got water, which is good, because he's going to be very well aware if Villese tries to raid across the middle, which is important. But this castle going down and losing this section of his eco after he only just really started building it is
a
problem.
Wood, which is a problem.
Yeah, momentum is a thing, and momentum is a problem now.
Does Villese have ballistics?
No.
I don't think it really matters.
I don't know. But yes, Ballistics is coming in for Hera. Arbalest is coming in for Hera as well. He's really, really trying here. He's really trying to hold on, but momentum is not in his favor at the moment, and momentum is so important. It wins games.
I'm trying to work out, so what's Villese going to do now? Going to keep slowly pushing across there?
Yeah, seems like it. More Mangadai. He's missing quite a few upgrades still. Iron casting. He's just going for light cav already.
Maybe he wants to add candles? That seems a bit strange.
No, I think he's just thinking like raiding and maybe if he goes for Arbalest, if he goes for some skirms,
Oh, scars.
then
Could be an option.
he has the counter unit already for that. And he's got quite a lot of food in the bank as well.
Oh,
But
look
I
at those villagers returning crab.
wow, he got away with that. But yeah, the Megadai obviously clean up the Arbalest quite easily, but the light cavalry can get in and abuse the fact that
Oh, those 3 knights, are they going to kill the treads?
that would be really big
I
if
hope
they
he doesn't
do.
let them do
Oh,
that.
that's really big if he gets that. He might get one.
Oh,
No, okay.
Saved. Just.
Saved by the Mangadai. But as I was saying before, Hero's eco is so spread out that it's a really opportunistic play for Villese to just raid with light cav.
Yeah, just flood them all over his base.
He could do that. Obviously, Hera has some pikes, but they're kind of concentrated in the north at the moment. And I don't know. I do like the way Hera's playing this. You know, he's not neglecting his eco at all. He's collecting relics. He's getting his upgrades in. He's just struggling to get units on the field that matter, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's got a few Arbalest here. That's great. But a lot of his army is in some fire ships, and maybe they're not in the right place. Like, they're up to the north here. They're not really achieving much. And Villese is sending Mangadai and Light Cav in here.
Oh, and 50
And
minute
it's
bow
not
sword.
that TC is going to go down.
A 50-minute bow sword is not good for his economy. No.
No, it's not. He's trying to stall. He's trying to keep his head above water. But there's no way he can engage this at the moment. Not yet.
I don't think so.
There's the skirms coming in. Arbalest as well. It's one of those matchups where what do the Japanese really do here?
Not a lot. I feel like it's really on the Japanese to be aggressive in Castle Age.
Yeah,
Right, 'cause
absolutely.
The Mongol Castle Age is in quotation marks weaker. Like they don't have any eco bonuses that are useful. They don't have any like power units to make in Castle Age. It's very much a boom to imp to make Mangadai strat. Which is why I think Villese's forward in the north was really good. Because that prevented Hera from doing big damage at his base.
That's really true, actually, and it kind of shifted the focus of the game to the other side of the map.
Right, which would let him boom in peace.
Yeah, right. And now he's done that. Now he's, he's very safe at home. Well, I say that. There's a few knights here, but Villese, he's going to have this combination of Mangadai and Hussar eventually, which the Japanese player really doesn't have a lot against. Yeah, he can make some fast attacking halbs, and sure, he can make some fully upgraded skirms, but it doesn't stand up to the Mangadai still.
No. And he's getting elite Mangadai now. He'll probably get the Parthian tactics soonish.
Right, and
And-
then he's fully upgraded,
Yeah.
assuming he's got all the other random techs.
Yeah, I saw him do Thundering and Husbandry earlier.
Yeah. So Halberdier coming in, and Villese slow pushing with the Trebs. Again, like I say, there's not a lot that Hera can do to stop the Trebs here either. You know, he can make some rams, but
But then the cap rams.
yeah,
And
exactly.
Mangadai will just kill them.
Yeah, and it's not very. It's not a good position
No.
at all.
Ooh.
In the north, Villese
Yep,
gets a
there
good
comes
raid
the
there.
raiding.
A very good raid for him, and we've got more raiding happening because of those two stables off to the left side. And like we said before, the eco is very spread out. Look at this. Not a single defensive structure in sight. That's just a field day for the light cav, and there you go. GG is called as Villese storms the front line here on the south side. Hera, he did try and hold on, but it's not a realistic scenario for him to hold on much longer. And yeah, the game was over really at that point. Villese played well. I think he won that game really with that forward. As Robo was saying, it really just forced Hera to react and defend. And that gave Villese plenty of time to build up at home and then get the game to the point where he knew that he would win, because the post-Imperial Mongols is just superior to the post-Imperial Japanese here. Japanese player can't really do much at that point. Hera also retook the water, but Villese just gave that up. He didn't really need the water all that much because he knew that his strategy would prevent Hera from doing much raiding or much damage from the water. So well played to Villese. A good win for him in game number 1 here on Bog. and we'll be going into game number 2 very shortly. This was actually Vilese's home map, so he's pretty happy with that, I'm sure. Gets his home map victory. And then, of course, next game will be Hera's home map, and that map will be Hill Fort. Now, we've only seen Hill Fort once, so still quite a lot to learn about this map, perhaps, or quite a few different things we might see. Civ predictions, Robo.
Since we're still in the Civ pool, maybe Chinese? Or Spanish could be an option. You know, just castles drop conks and go raiding. I'm pretty sure Spanish are in the Civ pool.
Yeah.
We saw Indians last time with Swippy, but I don't think that's a good choice.
No, not really. Maybe Chinese here?
I think Chinese or Spanish.
Chinese works well, definitely, because Hill Fort has quite a reliable start. You can't get lamed. You know, you've got your resources inside your walls.
Yeah, you know that
they're
every
close
resource
by.
is within, 15 tiles or something.
Yeah, because the fort itself is tiny, so it's really likely that they'll be there. But yeah, Spanish is kind of good too, because it's one of those civs you want to get the fast castle and the conks out, so that works. We'll see. Obviously, last time we saw this game, we saw Zuppy versus
MBL.
And
With
MBL
Indians versus Chinese.
Yeah, the Chinese player dominated.
Yes.
Mostly because the Indian player didn't do anything. Hopefully
Pretty
this
much,
time
yeah.
Villese will do something if he doesn't pick Chinese. We'll see. And obviously Hera will go into this with some kind of a game plan. But we're going to start up Hill Fort in just a moment. People asking, why am I calling him Villese? That's because that's his name. And I used to call him Villese, but then I heard all of the Finns calling him Villese, and I realized, I'm saying it wrong. So now I say it right.
That's how they say it.
Yeah, I'm saying it how the Finns say it. Maybe they're just trolling me, and it's really actually Villese, but Villese is what they say, so I will say that too. So welcome everyone to Game 2, Hera versus Villese. Villese leading 1-0, and he will be in the blue here, playing as the Indians.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To the east of the map. To the north, it's Hera in the green, playing as the Mongols. This is Hera's home map.
I'm at 0% again for this match. No more accurate Civ predictions. I'm just...
No Chinese.
No Chinese, no Spanish.
No Spanish.
Well.
That's
bad, man.
Indians seem to be a popular pick. I say popular. We've seen them twice out of 2 games.
And both from Suomi players.
Both from Suomi. So Suomi must believe that Indians are a good choice.
I think the problem with that might be because they practice in their closed circle amongst themselves. If they all think something's good, they might not stop to consider other civs being really good as well.
Right.
Like, that could be a possibility.
I mean, Hera is that's interesting, actually, because MBL chose this as his home map as well.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so both AM players took this map as their home map, and MBL beat Zuppy on this map last time.
Yes.
And now Hera is choosing this map as his home map, but he's gone Mongols instead of Chinese, which, to be honest, I'm not surprised, because Hera's more of you get this impression of him as more of an Arabia player. He probably feels more comfortable with Mongols, and they're not bad when you have, your deer so close as well.
Right. Yeah, and if you get to late game, that's just Mongols, right?
Yeah, we saw what happened last game. I think the Indians are a bit more better equipped to deal with Mongols than the Japanese.
For sure.
But I think they're a good civ anyway, because everything spawns within your little hill fort here, including the deer. So it's a reliable hunt. He knows it's going to be okay. And the Indian choice, again, which Zuppy chose, but we didn't really get to see the game plan from Zuppy. So I'm wondering if we'll get to see the game plan from Villese here as well.
Yeah. I'm hoping, there has to be something like maybe crossbowers or cav archers. Camels could be an option, but I doubt Mongols would choose to go for knights when they know they're against Indians. And just Indian knights are just... Indian camels are just better than the Mongol camels, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm guessing that Hera's probably going to go for some sort of crossbow or cav archer play, and I would assume Villese does the same thing, basically, to counter it.
Right. Well, we will see. Let's take a look at the map, because that's obviously going to be a really important factor, as you do start with a pretty small area. You do have a lot of gold and a lot of stone, but wood will run out reasonably quickly, and then you have to expand out. Obviously, you can't build anything around here, and you wouldn't really want to anyway. So we'll have a look what they have nearby. So Villese has stone in the back, obviously big wood lines to the east, but where's his gold? It looks like this one, a little bit exposed on the right side.
You could build a TC at the top of the hill and kind of get to that one.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Alright.
You could put a TC here, I think. Can you get one there?
Maybe.
Yeah, if he
Maybe
deletes
delete
the
the walls,
palisade.
he could
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
get in.
he could definitely. And then his other gold, I don't know if that's his. It doesn't look like his. But I don't see his other gold. Do you see it?
So that has to be it then.
It's not.
No, that's too far away.
It's not that one or that one.
Let's try to find Hera's golds, and then if we don't find...
Sure.
Okay, there's one.
So they always have one spawning on the hill.
Yep.
And a stone as well. And then Hera's gold is back here.
Okay, so that other one
So
has to
that
be,
one has to be Villese's gold.
which is closer to Hera.
I'm pretty sure it's closer to Hera. Yeah,
Feels
you're
bad,
right. Yeah. So that's pretty unfortunate for Villese, and yeah, I mean that's kind of got to suck a little bit, but it depends how important that becomes, because there is still gold in the south, there is still gold to the left, but this map does sort of force you to leave the comfort zone a little bit and move out onto the map where you are more exposed and more susceptible to raiding.
Mhm.
I really like the Castle Age aggression with monks and mangonels.
Than MBL did.
Something that we saw from MBL last time. I think it's really good because of that reason. You're very unlikely to build your second TC on the hill.
Mm-hmm.
It can happen. Sometimes you might want to put your second one up here, but usually space is a premium. You want to get out on the map and secure other areas of the map. And when you've got sort of like an exposed TC, it becomes a really juicy target for some mangonel play. So I'd like to see that. Hera's going out with 2 vills. What's he up to?
Up really fast. Maybe a forward tower somewhere to deny resources?
Well, let's see what he sees. He's trying to scout. Obviously, Mongol scout line of sight bonus, giving him a little bit of vision.
Right.
He's got
I
a
like how
perfect
the
square look.
perfect
That's
square is
really
so
nice. And it just doesn't give him enough info to see where the gold and stone is.
He just misses.
Just out of his vision. He doesn't see either lumber camp.
But he knows where they are.
Of course,
Yeah.
but he doesn't see the gold or the stone. So he is going to go for a tower. Very high aggression from Hera. I like this a lot. Of course, he knows he'll be up so fast, and Villese won't be able to build a counter tower. But what he will be able to do is wall this off
A little bit.
so easily. It's a palisade, 2 palisades, and a house.
And then what's he going to do? Is he just doing a straight FC?
Where's the follow-up from Hera?
Well, let's say it's looking like he's going for past castle, considering the food and gold he has in the bank.
It looks like it, but he might be forced not to.
He's
We'll
going
see.
to struggle for the wood at this point. Being forced
He's
to make
moving over
barracks.
here. Yeah, you're right. He's... Well, he can go... Yeah, he'll just have to delay it a little bit, probably. But, okay, so Hero will get through. But does he have a follow-up? He's not on stone. Oh, no, he is on
He's
stone now.
And he's got an archery range for forward archers, I guess.
Yeah, so he needs a second tower. Maybe if he garrisons, he can break this palisade and then go through. But then... I like that Villese has already built the farms on this side anyway, because...
Well, you just do that because that side's more efficient, right?
You would, but that means that this tower here that eventually maybe comes up isn't really going to have as much impact as if he built farms on this side.
True.
But yeah, blacksmith there and archery range for Villese. So we're expecting the fast castle anyway. Kind of risky, but
Well, he can make a defensive tower. He's gathered 50 stones, so he can make 2 defensive towers if he needs to. Which is
That's true.
Nice preparation.
That's-
He can easily mine that stone. It's so close to his TC.
yeah, and there's the defensive tower here,
Right.
just to prevent Hera from getting in. And at this point, Hera, he's actually going to fall quite far behind, because this forward aggression hasn't really done much. Oh, beautiful
nice
gate.
He didn't even need the tower.
No,
just the gate was
in the
enough.
end, no.
Yeah.
Very, very nice gate. And that tower will go up anyway. May as well finish it.
It was at 80%. You may as well build it. No sense to leading it just
Yeah.
for the 20.
And now a big focus on gold and wood. Maybe we'll see a siege workshop.
I don't think I'd bother, to be honest. Like, that one tower doesn't really do anything at this point in time. It doesn't really threaten anything. I prefer to save the wood, maybe get a TC up at some point, or
Wow.
just more stuff.
I mean, Hera might end up throwing himself under the bus here. He's a long way from castle. And we know what happens when crossbows start fighting archers. It doesn't.
Oh, and throwing away archers like that's not good either.
It doesn't bode well, does it? Scout fight as well there. And Villese's got to be a little careful. He'll finish off the archer and get out.
Pretty good. I like that. Oh, he's even trying to get the hill bonus, but he should lose that.
Yeah, it's not enough. But at this point in time, maybe Villese is so confident that he'll get the map control back. He'll just go for his second TC. He hasn't gathered any more stone, which makes me think he might go aggressive with a siege workshop in the middle.
Well,
Because
he only
may as
gathered
well.
the stone was just if he needed a second tower, I think.
Yeah, I just think instead of adding the second TC, I'd like to see a forward siege workshop here, just because you may as well convert this advantage into a big push, while
That
your
makes
opponent
sense.
has no way to really defend it.
Well, that's assuming he can even afford to do crossbow, which he can't at the moment.
He can now.
Well, now he can.
But quite delayed, I guess. Usually you want to click it as soon as you hit the castle
And
age.
he's not going to have the food for Bodkin Arrow for quite a while, so I guess that making TC is off the cards at this point. I guess forward siege probably makes the most sense.
We'll see. He's going to have the resources in just a tick, and we'll see what he follows up with. It looks like he's just queuing more archers, actually, which is probably a good idea too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the aggression from Villese is kind of slow. You know, he didn't go up with the best eco, I guess, and you know, at the moment he's taking a decent fight here, but kind of a couple of low crossbows that could get picked off still. So it's not like this Castle Age has really just swung the game back.
Not at all.
It's really...
And Hera's probably going to be able to click up fairly soon, I would guess. Because he hasn't been investing a ton anymore. I'm not sure if he's even making archers at this point, to be honest.
Hera should be up very soon,
he's getting close. If he has a market, he could just buy 100 food and be up in next 30 seconds.
Yeah, but it's still going to be a good 2.5 minutes now that Villese has to make a play. And I wonder if he's going to play it safe. I do wonder. He's going for another lumber camp out here.
That just seems stupid.
No sign of a second TC. You see, that's what I don't understand. Why go for another lumber camp instead of just building a TC out here,
just
right?
save the wood. Like, you could have built a TC right now. Instead.
Yeah, he could have done it.
Like, it's just finished.
But maybe the fact that he's built this lumber camp indicates that he's more likely to do a siege workshop.
Maybe. But it feels like we're really running late.
Oh, no.
Yeah, without Bodkin Arrow.
It makes a big difference.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
he has got
Bodkin.
Bodkin Arrow, but I think he just reacted a little bit late.
Yeah, that's a bit of a throw, I think.
Archers with fletching versus crossbow with Bodkin, and well, the archers actually win that fight. So that's really good for Hera. He's really just sort of delayed any potential damage that Villese can do to him now, and that's basically brought himself up to the Castle Age without too much risk of getting raided or anything like
that.
that.
He's also on 2 ranges now. I think Villese is probably still on just a single range at home.
I believe so. Now a TC.
Now the TC. No.
No, that didn't make sense, did it? He could have had that TC a minute earlier if he didn't build the lumber camp.
If not more.
Now he's mining stone, so I think he's realized that basically at this point he's done too little damage and he's lost too many crossbows. The following this up with any sort of all-in aggression would just be stupid. He may as well take this time while he's faster to the Castle Age to actually get the second TC up, start working on the third TC as well, and then try and just, stay ahead in Villes, basically. I think Hera, though, is in a very good position. Credit to him, really, for not just sort of crumbling as soon as Villese hit the Castle Age. Because now, once he hits Castle himself, he'll have a castle drop pretty soon.
Yep.
He's got quite a lot of wood. He'll immediately be able to do crossbow. He's got a larger number of archers already.
Probably get university and ballistics at some point.
Yeah, and
pretty soon.
it just feels to me like Hera will be able to really take a big advantage in the Castle Age militarily.
I'm trying to where do you think he's going to drop the forward castle? I assume it's going to be a forward castle, right? Because he's got the military advantage soon.
Yeah, I maybe here. He's going to scout this. And
He's definitely scouted it.
yeah, he's certainly
Definitely
scouted
scouted
a
it.
few arrows to his face. But I think if he was to do a castle here, that would be so good.
Or maybe on the right-hand side instead.
What, over here? Oh, yeah, he's got his scout here as well, actually.
There's this
He
one
also
gold,
scouted that.
there's that one gold right there, and there's also the gold to the north, right?
Yeah, the problem with this one is there's not really a nice position to place the castle. Whereas here, he could place a castle and pretty much be uncontested because he's going to have enough crossbows to defend
here
it.
come the Vills, and they seem to be coming in this direction.
Let's see. Is he just going to do it right on the front like that?
Oh, that
would be
seems
silly.
Yeah, it doesn't really gain anything for him.
No. I think he's going to do a castle over here. And, oh, wow. That was a waste.
A little?
Did he even fire back?
He killed one crossbow. Like, there's one dead
Yeah,
crossbow.
but I mean, that's really, really good trade for Villese. That's how you get back into the game. Villese must be on...
Still the one range, and Mangonel coming out soon.
I'm shocked. I really thought he'd be on 2 archery ranges by now because he's closed the military gap, which is very good. The Siege Workshop's really good too, but the... Called it. Just saying. So yeah, the archers have pushed Villese back this way. Villese, even though he's got the Mangonel, it's a little bit slow.
Can you even see the castle?
Oh wait, he hasn't got the Mangonel yet, and I'm just wondering if he can.
Okay, we can definitely see it.
Oh, he can see it, all right. I was going to say, he's not moving over here to do anything about it. I think he's realized maybe a little too late, and he'll bring the army over now, but
And the
of
castle's
course,
definitely going up.
castle's up.
And he can't even run with the Vills because the crossbow is patrolling right where he wants to run.
So there you go. Hera can see the archers coming in. He just needs to retreat to the castle, and it's
Oh, rip the Vills.
Rip the Villes. Oh no. Rip the Villes and the TC. Villese could get some consolation here if that Mangonel hits.
It hit. It definitely did hit.
It didn't hit. the crossbow
killed it.
And of course, Hera's safe. This is so good for Hera. Meanwhile, counter castle?
4 TC?
To TC. Okay. So Villese realizes that gold is so far out, and that Hera's kind of focusing on the left side, so feels confident enough to go for the forward TC here. Still a very risky position because all it takes is a couple of Mangonels on this hill. I don't know if they'd be in range, but either way, he could very easily kill that.
To push from. Like the crossbows can defend the Mangonels from on the hill.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's a very good position for Hera to fight that TC. So, not too sure about that. Hera has added a second TC himself, but because he's built this castle now and killed this TC from Villese and disrupted him so much, I think that Hera should be considerably ahead in this game at the moment.
Is he making Mangonel, by the way?
He is making one.
One single Mangonel.
I kind of expect him to stay on 1 TC now and add another... 2 TCs and add another castle.
Oh yeah, he's almost got the stone for it, right?
Yeah.
And if he scouts at that TC's in the gold, which looks like he's just doing right now.
Oh, he does see it. Oh, that's perfect.
Well, we know where the next castle's coming.
Just right here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it here. I'd definitely
I
go
think
here.
that side's a little too risky because you're too close to Villese's hill, basically.
Yep, definitely. And let's see the villagers coming over any minute now to deny this TC as well. This puts Hera in a great spot, even if he's behind in villagers at the moment.
It's not too many kills, right?
No, it's not.
Because he got so many kills on the other side that he really brought it back to a manageable level.
Yeah. Interestingly, the KD is even. I'm just curious what the resource collection is looking like, and a lot more gold and stone for Hera. Here's a fight though. Hera, the micro machine, does pick off the Mangonel, and the more splits to duck and dive away from those Mangonel shots, and does a great job of getting out of there without losing too much, and definitely getting a favorable trade when I can get the overlay back. It always bugs out and never goes back to where I want it to.
You need to mix scrolling up and down.
It's always... Come on. It doesn't want to do it. Sorry, let's focus on the fight. See if we can catch the other Mangonel here.
He's dropping his own siege workshop.
Oh, and Villese is going in!
It's downhill though, so we can't even push them off anymore. With like one Mangonel shot on the downhill, everything's going to die.
Well, Villese did kill more and lose less there.
Well, a Mangonel's worth.
But a Mangonel is worth a lot more, yeah.
So
that's true. So I'm getting really tilted.
Resource-wise,
There
he's
we go.
down. But militarily, he is ahead now.
There's the castle.
Maybe
And
if Villese
it could
sees
get
it, a
denied.
tower,
He sees it,
but he can't use his
but
army.
he can't fight. Crossbows, kill the Mangonel. Nice split again. And
He's uphill though.
Hera's going to lose this fight here, I think. Villese should kill this. He's microing so that this distraction crossbow doesn't, distract him. And he'll win it, but...
Just barely. Oh, here comes the Mangonel.
Out comes the fog. Out from the fog of war come the Mangonel. And,
castle's going up.
The castle's up. And
University.
Forward university again.
Defensive university.
Defensive forward university. I like it. Yeah, that TC's gone. These villagers, they can't even escape now because the Mangadai are blocking them.
And Vilese's up to Imp. But
oh no.
what's he going to do in Imp?
Oh no. This is like the Zuppy game all over again.
Okay,
Well, kind of. At least he's actually done something this game.
Okay, so he's doing leather archer armor. So he's just going to go full skirms at this point?
Probably. What else can he do? He can make
Archers?
he can make a castle and try and defend on this right side, maybe. But
He's going to struggle to build the castle with those Mangadai running
it's gonna
around.
be hard. He'll have a lot of skirms out soon. 3 archery range production, but Hero's gonna have double castle Mangadai production very soon.
He's not going to be in for a long time, though.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh,
All
yes.
these vills are going to die.
You're like, oh no. I'm like, oh yes. These villages are going down. This TC, it's donezo, and
He should stop wasting food on villagers.
only a matter of time. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I mean, he's probably just cycling through and
Yeah,
killing
I
them,
know, but...
oh, he just queued another 3. Oh,
Like, they're just instantly dying. Oh, no.
they're all dead.
Rip all the vills.
I mean, that's a GG moment right there.
That's 15 vills dead.
Ouch.
Oh, he repaired enough of the TC to keep going. Nope.
Nope, that's it.
Nope. Nope.
All
Nope.
the vills gone, and Villese.
Oh, maybe one of them will get away.
Villese is up to the no, the
No.
house.
Nope. They're not getting
The
away.
house will cost them their lives. No homes for you. And so basically 20 villager, nearly, well, 17 villager advantage. And still making villagers.
She's alive!
She's all alone.
Mega mining cap now.
There's no one here beside her. She's just gathering gold around, like, surrounded by corpses. Like, this is fine.
This is fine. No worries.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
So, elite skirmisher for Villese. He'll get bracer. He'll get ballistics. That's great. But Hera has a lot of Mangadai.
Yeah. If he gets up on that hill, he probably wins this fight.
Yeah, probably. Bracer isn't done yet either. He's still going to be that. He's going to be careful.
But he can pick up
Maybe he tries to deny the castle
just do
instead.
like a drive-by shoot. Kill all the vills and keep running.
And ultimately, Hera, he's winning the game
Look
right
at how
here.
far ahead he's on vills now. 25 vill lead.
He doesn't even need him.
He's getting scale barding armor and husbandry, so he's going to add in knights, it seems.
Like, he doesn't even need imp. I mean, what? Why does he need imp? Like,
Trebs. Trebs is really the only
Vilese's
thing.
Imperial Age is not even scary.
This guy's trying again.
Castle there. Okay.
Oh.
I mean, he'll go imp, but like at the moment, I would just make knights and more Mangadai and win the game.
Right, and just go run around the back, raid that TC on the far right-hand corner.
Yeah. That villager, she's helping to build the. Wait, she dropped
Castle.
off gold somewhere.
She walked all the way to the TC.
I don't know. Maybe she did. Anyway, let's get Hera. See what his palisades can see.
Not much.
Not a lot. You can see stuff running through though. It's kind of sneaky. Oh, that castle is new. Villese doesn't know that was there, but he ran straight into it, so he certainly knows now. And I think he maybe saw the knights here as well, so he's probably anticipating that there will be some knights coming out. Maybe he'll add some pikes as well, but this is just... It's risky now. He's out in the open. The knights are there. He does have a castle on a hill, which is great. And Hera doesn't quite have +2 yet. The Treb, this is so risky. How can he push out here?
Like, how far away from the castle does the Treb have to go to attack the other castle, right?
A long way.
Like, okay, that one's
Over
fine.
here,
that
it
one's
could come
fairly
here
safe.
and maybe here and attack.
If one TT doesn't work, let's just rebuild it.
Yeah, but he's got a castle now, so,
Hmm.
it's fine. It's out of range this time. Yeah, I think Hera's probably still better off going Imperial Age now, but I think he's just probably feeling pretty confident at this stage, and will just sort of take his time and play this game out. I don't know though. I mean, is there a potential for a throw here from Hera?
There's always a potential for a throw, but I don't think it's very likely at this
Well,
point.
the 40-minute horse collar could be
That could-
the undoing of Hera in this game.
Like, I think he just mostly needs to run around and keep raiding, right?
Yeah.
Like, having his Mangadai camp on that hill does nothing for him. He could run to the TC on the right-hand side, pick off some vills, run around the outside of the hill fort, pick off some more vills, right? Just keep being active with his army instead of just sitting here doing nothing.
Yeah.
He could try to pick off the trebs.
He could. I mean, he could easily run in there with the Mangadai and pick off the trebs, but I think he really wants to preserve the numbers. Obviously, wait for the upgrades to come in from the Imperial Age. But he might pay the price of one castle. This castle's being trebbed as well. There's really good little enclave there from Villese to keep it safe.
Unfortunately, he can just run underneath the TC if he really wants to.
He doesn't want to do that, though, does he? There's
No.
Bracer now. He doesn't want to run under there and take damage from the castle.
And the TC when the build's garrison.
Yeah.
And there's another gate as well.
Now, Villese will keep that castle up a little bit longer. And in the meantime, taking more map control.
He's still got all the map control at this point.
Basically, he's probably got about 75% of the map. All right,
Yep.
he's finally decided 3 trebs is too many. I'm going to cull one of those and then get back. But, yeah, I mean, the map control is insane. You look at what Villese controls. It's like this little corner here. He's, asserting some pressure onto this castle, but it's going to be a long
pressure,
time.
but there's one treb that's being out-repaired by bills at this
Yeah,
point.
I mean, the second treb will come, but it's...
Oh, there's actually a second treb there.
Oh, there is? Oh, yeah. It's always hard to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
The third treb's going to come then. But I still think that Hera, at this point, would be hard-pressed to lose this game. I just...
His economy's so much better.
Yeah.
His military is stronger. Like, it's a better army composition. Right, full skirms is not ideal when you're against a Mongol player who's going to make hussars at some point.
For sure. Villese as well is going to be very much focused on just breaking out of this chokehold. And in that, while he's kind of like focusing on that.
Which castle is he doing with Manganai in?
I was going to think about that. Yeah, this one here. Oh, no.
That's a problem.
Okay, so Elite Mangadai is probably cancelled now because he ran out of stone to repair. So, oops. That's finished.
And I don't think, does he have any more
He's
stone to
He's got no
mine?
castles. Hero has no castles.
I don't think he's got any stone to make more castles, but there's just going to be so many
Are you
hussars coming
kidding
in
me?
now.
Okay, so Hero doesn't need Elite Mangadai. Wow. So he just lost all of his castles.
In the space of 5 minutes. Okay, that is how you
Maybe
a little
throw a little bit.
But like his economy is still so much stronger, and his army is so much better.
Right, well, let's talk about the army of Villese here. He's got a lot
Of skirms.
of skirms.
He's starting attacking the camels,
He's starting to do camels.
but
Hera might not win this game. It's not guaranteed. There is some stone down here.
Right,
He's looking for it.
he's got 3 relics, and he's got all the extra golds in the map at the moment.
Yeah, but if he can't spend his resources,
Well, he's almost at
he's
200
nearly
pop.
at 200 pop. Okay.
He doesn't need to spend it, right? He's got 50
Okay.
more population at the moment.
I'm just trying to think about the ways in which this is not going to work for Hera, because if he loses Mangadai and Villese gets up to Imperial Camel, then
Okay, then he might have some problems.
what are the Hussar doing here? They're going to raid a little bit, but they're not really going to be able to push to a victory.
You say raid a little bit, he just killed 10 villages.
Okay, raid a lot a bit.
A lot of it.
Yeah, I mean the quick war here would be nice, but still, okay.
He's 15 bills now. 20 bills.
Hera doing heavy
He's
camel.
raiding a lot.
Yeah, the raid. Okay, the raid's really just won the game.
Look how many. He's 60 villages ahead now.
I just didn't want to be too negative, I didn't want to be like, oh, it's over, I want to look at opportunities
okay.
for other players
Fair.
to like try and come back. Is there a way back? And with Hera losing all 3 castles, that's Villese actually saying, you know what, yeah, maybe I have got a way back into this game.
But he's taking the arbs and heavy camels. It's dicey. Like, I think Villese at this point needs to try to do some counter raiding. Because he's just...
Oh, he's found it. He's found the mine. Yeah, you're right. I mean, most of Hera's eco is, well, I say most of it, a lot of it is very exposed without any defensive structures at all. Counter raiding, absolutely possible. And, okay, camels aren't the best raiding units. They're only got +1 attack as well, which doesn't help. But if he forces villagers to go idle, if he takes down TCs like
Right.
this,
Yeah, this is how he needs to come back. If he can kill 20 or 30 villagers in this area,
Hera's massively overboomed as well.
so I guess killing some
Okay, I say
villagers.
massively, right? Look at his resources. He's nearly got 2k gold and 1,500 food, and he's got 150 villagers. Villese is coming back into this game. I'm telling you right now.
Right. Oh, the trebs though. Watch
Oh, the trebs.
That's a problem. Okay, so
repair them.
Villese, I think he just needs some more military
Can he
buildings.
repair? Can't he just repair these? They're dying so slowly. He might keep them. He might keep them both up. Repair. He's blocking with the vills. He's going out the gate. What a god! What a god! Villese.
The vills open the gate again.
Doesn't matter. They're blocking. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
I don't know how that happened,
Kept the
but it
troops
happened.
alive.
Oh,
What a
no,
god.
but this siege round's coming.
Oh, and look at this. The heavy camels just killed all of the Mangadai. Every single Mangadai is dead.
Okay, I'm sorry, I take it back. Villese can win this.
Villese can win this
He can
game
win this.
from this position right now. Look at his military. He's got 63 military versus 37.
Okay, how much gold does Villese have? Has he got enough? Okay, he's got some.
He's
can
got a
keep
little
making
bit of
camels.
gold. He's trying to get this gold here as well, remember?
Yeah, and he's still taking the one on his hill.
Oh, this is huge. Villese is now going to send out a group of raiding units on the left side. He might be able to deny this TC. No, he can't deny the TC.
Well, he can
It's too
destroy
late.
the TC, I guess, because
Castle
he
here.
needs that gold, right?
Yeah, he has to take some more map control. Raiding at the back here with more camels. And Hera, his military count's getting up again, but he's mostly grouping it together in the middle. But you're looking at Mongol heavy camel. He doesn't get the +4 defense
So
against
even
the
skirms-
Indians.
The skirms do okay against those heavy camels.
Villese's got Imperial camel on the way.
Okay, yeah, he just needs to not throw away those units. He just needs to stay at his castles, defend his castles, and I guess wait for Imperial Camel to carry him.
Yeah, Imperial camel is the way here.
Honestly, I think I'd probably sell his stone as well to get more camels.
Yeah.
Right,
Well, this castle's kind of nice because it's giving him a
Yeah,
bit
but
more.
he's still got 800 stone in the bank, right?
True. Yeah, I don't think maybe he doesn't need another one, perhaps. But wow, this is TC 240 health. It's still a drop-off point, and he's killing so much back here. To be honest, though, he's almost helped Hera a little bit by killing so many vills because now Hera's not overboomed anymore,
Yeah,
and he's got
yeah.
space for military. So, in a way, Villese's
And he-
inadvertently helped slightly, but he still has the better army composition. Look at these Imperial camels. This should be great. He's got the castle firing on the right side.
The skirms are
His
getting
skirms
cleaned
are
up, though.
focusing on the Arbalest, though.
The skirms are getting cleaned up. Like,
Okay, it's not that great.
He had 60 military, now he's down to 30.
Ouch. Okay.
And I don't think he's got enough stables. How many stables does he have?
I kind of want to watch the fight right now. Hold on. We'll check the stables in a minute. Reinforcements obviously going to be important, but the military numbers for Villese are starting to decline. The Arbalest are pretty good against the Imperial Camel, even though they do have the extra armor. They're still kind of weakly armored against
They're still taking
range.
Like 5 damage, something like that.
And he's lost a castle there. Okay, so stables, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 stables.
Not a lot.
4 stables is not that much. At the moment, though, keeping his head above water, but it's looking less likely at the moment. I really believed in the Villese comeback. I really believed it.
You made me believe it as well.
It was
Like,
looking
yeah.
almost convincing.
It was looking good.
But I think now he's not been able to achieve enough. He still doesn't have enough map control. And I think Hera will close out this game very shortly, judging by the way this is going now.
Hera's also boomed back up to 140 vills.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
after all the losses.
143 vills now.
Yeah.
And he's got the larger army. He might take down this castle. Possibly. No, he might not take down the castle. But. Oh, no, actually,
he'll kill a lot of the army.
There's more rams coming in.
Yeah, he's got no more camels left to defend the castle, I think.
I think it's over. I think Hera is going to win the game from here. I'm not sure if Villese can hold on much longer after his castle's gone. His army disappeared. And Hera overwhelming
can't
him in the
replace it
end.
fast enough at this point.
Wow, what an exciting game, though. What an exciting game. I really believed in Villese for a little while there. But now, Hera's got all this additional gold. Yeah, he's not making Mangadai, but he's got Arbalest. He's
siege rams.
He's got siege rams. He doesn't have drill for whatever reason. Oh, he doesn't have a castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, having castles is kind of nice. He is on stone, though, so...
And you can come take that stone as well. Oh, it's all gone.
He took that stone. Maybe he sold the stone.
He must have, I guess. But you can come take this one on the front.
Yeah, there's the stone of Villese that he can grab as well. There's not actually enough stone there to build a castle, though. So, it doesn't matter anyway. He doesn't need a castle now. He'll win the slow push, I think. And, wow, goodness me. What a lovely game. What a lovely game.
Like, he had that... He's getting drilled. He has built a castle somewhere.
What? Where did he build? Oh! Okay. He must have been building it while we said he hasn't. Okay.
Yeah.
So he must have been building it at the same time. So yeah, he will get drill. And well, Villese is trying to group up with the camels as much as he possibly can. And he'll get a decent fight here, but in the end, I think the numbers are just too stacked in Hera's favor.
I'm just expecting Hero to send hussars raiding everywhere
Soon.
Right, just start sending gather points in the
I
middle
think
of the economy.
Villese loses this and he calls GG. I think he realizes now there's just no way. There's just no way. My base is inflamed. It's just debris here. This isn't a base. This is rubble.
There's that one trebuchet hiding behind the stables. It's about to die as well.
Oh, there. How did you see that?
The splash damage got the treb.
Oh, it did. Yeah. That's cool.
Oh.
It's over for Villese. I mean, well played. GG called. And Hera will equalize the series 1-1 there. Look at that mini-map. Hera was everywhere. But a fantastic game. A lot of back and forth. Obviously, Hera had the edge. We were saying for a long time, Hera's got this, Hera's got this. But then he lost all 3 of his castles. And suddenly it really didn't look like he had this because his game plan of going Elite Mangadai got shut down when that 3rd castle researching the upgrade was destroyed. And suddenly Villese had camels and he was starting to push back. And I believed in Villese for a few moments. I think he did a really good job of trying to come back into that game. And he nearly pulled it off. But Hera in the end pulled it back once again and took the victory. One of the best games of the day, I think. That was fantastic. Just proving that Hillfort has the potential to amaze. So let's take a quick look at the achievements. Post-game stats. Villese, in the end, he even killed more units than he lost. He traded well throughout the game, and I think that's another reason why he stayed in for so long and almost staged that comeback, because he did trade very effectively versus Hera's army. But in the end, Hera's superior economy sees him through to the end with an extra 10k food, an extra 10k wood, quite a lot of extra stone, and significantly more gold. 6,000 extra gold collected for the Canadian Aftermath player.
Yeah.
And in the end, it was that map exploration that did it.
Yeah, it's always the map exploration.
Let's be honest,
the most
Robo.
important stat. We all know that.
98% chance to win.
When I guess that's how it works.
Yeah, the overboom was real, though. I almost feel like Villese helped Hera back into that game by raiding him.
Yeah, but you can't know that, right?
No, you can't.
Right, you have to do it at some point.
Inadvertently, maybe. Hera is the 9-year-old, right? Yeah.
I think it's been 16 for about the past 5 or 6 years.
I thought that was Leary. Leary's
No, Leary
been
as well.
16 for the last 5 years as well. But Hera, I think he's 17. Or is he 18 now?
I think he's 18 now.
Okay, well, I think perhaps Hera is 18 now. He's young. And I think Villese is quite young as well, actually. I think he's 20, early 20s.
Yeah, 21,
22
like that.
maybe. A little bit older, but still, I mean, the fact that Hera is younger than the game is still quite interesting. Eddie is 14.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, well. Let's go into game 3 very soon.
Straight into
it? We'll chat for a second here. Atoll is the 3rd map, and it's a map which has delivered some interesting games. It's also the map now where both players have free pick. So as the Civ pool was required for game 1 and 2, Civ pool is not required for game 3, and they can pick any Civ they like as long as they don't repeat. Last series, what did we see? We saw
Malay and Mayans.
Malay and Mayans,
which we did not expect whatsoever.
Well, I expected the
Malay.
Malay sort of.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the Mayans.
The Mayans were weird.
I'm just curious if there's going to be any more curveballs here. Maybe.
I don't think so from Villese. I think Suomi would be like...
Very standard.
It's a water map, Italians, Vikings, Malay, something like that.
Yeah, and maybe from Aftermath. That's maybe where we'll see something else. But I guess what we'll do is start the game.
We'll start the game, okay.
Yeah, let's start the game. And we'll see what civs they pick in just a second here. As we go into Atoll, which is game number 3.
Okay. I'm expecting the water sieves.
Numero 3. Game 3 coming in. Villese, Hera, Malay,
And
Italians
Water sieves. Makes
on
sense.
Atoll here. And wow. Look at that. Look at the middle island. It looks like a Xbox controller.
Yeah, well, like
More of a place. Yeah.
The gold's the way you put your thumbs on the joystick.
Yeah, right? Like, that's really cool. I love it when the mini-map resembles something.
Yeah.
But welcome, everyone, to Game 3. Hera versus Villese. Villese losing that last game to Hera after a somewhat sloppy game at the start.
From both players, I think.
From both players, but turned into a really exciting game. One of the best games of the day, I think. And hopefully this game will also deliver as well. So Villese here in the blue, playing as the Malay to the south of the map, representing Team Suomi. And then up to the north, in the green, it's Hera, representing Team Aftermath, playing as the Italians. And this is the first time, I think, we're seeing Italians on this map.
It is, so far.
It is.
First thing I want to point out, I think Hera's map is really bad. Like, if he loses water control, it's basically all over.
Yeah,
It's
this is
so
really
thin and tiny.
What is this?
Right.
I don't know if maybe he has more wood, though, as a result. Like, you say it's tiny, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, look at the wood for Villese here.
Well, like, the middle of that middle wood right there.
That one?
Yeah, that can be taken. And I think the edges of the one on the left is probably still, until, like, late imp, I think that's still fine.
Yeah, but I think, like, the raw amount of wood that Hera has,
Probably more.
maybe
That's true.
maybe a little bit more. But it's very awkward.
Yeah.
Because if he, as you say, if he loses water, I think every single part of this, I don't know what you would describe this as, this tendril of his island is harassable from the shoreline.
Yeah, everywhere. Completely. Like, even his stone, his goal, his TC almost as well.
Yeah, from here, his TC and here maybe.
Or just, like, straight across the straight edge.
Yeah, from there. Everything is susceptible to water raiding. Something to be very cautious of. Villese, on the other hand, his island's a little bit more thick and chunky. And
Thick
can
wood that we always like.
Oh, yeah, that's right. His gold, though, a little exposed to the shoreline
That's
here.
true.
But the wood lines are a lot safer. And, of course, there's the middle of the map, which is always worth thinking about because, as we've seen in a few series already, some players do like to come forward and try and wall their opponent into their little island and prevent them from actually getting out onto the middle.
I think the problem, like, Hera's going to really struggle to get to the middle. Like, if you look at the wood on the center island, it's just this one long wall right across the front of his base.
It's even blocked off here, so you've got to go all the way around to actually get across here.
So,
Probably
like,
this top side.
So, well, it's going to struggle to wall Hera in, but on the other hand, it's difficult for Hera to get out of his base and into the middle.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We'll see how that develops because obviously the middle of the map, it's interesting, but it's not the most important thing at the start of the game.
No.
It definitely becomes more important as the game goes on.
Yeah, like, I think once you start to get to Castle Age, that's when you start to think about really worrying, okay, I need to get to the middle soon.
Yeah, and
Right.
some players have taken the middle quite early in the game, locked it down, and then lost the game because they've lost control of the water. So you have to find that balance.
Yeah.
And
That
for
is a very safe dock.
well, for Dreadnought asking in the chat real quick, this is a hybrid map, which means it's all about the balance of water and land in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the dock,
Very good fishing, though. There's 2 deep sea fish,
surprisingly good fishing,
Right.
isn't it? Yeah.
considering it's on the edge of the map, and it's
3.
very
No,
safe.
there's one here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, maybe he's going to go for a slower uptime. I said that and he instantly does loom, so I guess never mind that.
Well, he is the Italians.
Oh,
but
maybe he's just thinking the really bad rhinos.
yeah, this rhino is really far.
And is there
Can he
another
get
one?
through there? I don't think he can he? No, he can't get through there. No, he's already taken 2.
Okay,
The
and
third
he's up.
one's a bit far away and he's up. So he doesn't need the third one because it's 400 food on each rhino, which is
That's
more
true,
than
yeah.
the boar.
Yep.
So if you're doing a fast feudal water build, you don't need the third one anyway. He is hunting, so I don't know if he's going to go grab it regardless. But
I think it was because it was a hunter and he just clicked over here before he
yeah,
builds
I
the
think he's
dock.
going to build the second dock, not actually kill
out
the
there.
rhino. But looks like Villese is heading over and very smart, walling the villager in, just in case the feudal age comes in for Villese and he
Because
denies that.
Malay can get up really quickly, right?
Exactly, right?
Something to be worried about.
And then he immediately unwalls
There
the
we are.
build.
And then
There we
fixes
go. I think he couldn't build the dock here because the box turtles were blocking.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he had to do that. But this is good for Villese. He scouts it. And meanwhile, I didn't see that, but Hera's come forward here. And he's actually going to try and do that forward wall we were talking about.
Well, I guess he's probably recognized how bad his side of the island is. But
Yeah, right. I mean, in general, though, it's probably worth to try and do this at some point anyway.
As long as they don't scout it, it's fine. As soon as they scout you doing this, though, that's when it becomes a problem.
That's true. You know what? This really reminds me of the game we saw earlier where two villagers kept going forward for ages and then they idled for ages and it set them really far back. But yeah, so Villese will click up to the feudal age quite a bit later. But his faster uptime will help to compensate for that. And wow, he wants that villager. That villa's done. Very good.
And then now he can wall in.
He may as well. He's already made
going.
the journey. He's already made the pilgrimage. At least pay homage to the shallow gods. But yeah, Villese will at least take the opportunity to wall this, and by doing so, claim most of the middle for himself. For now, at least. It's only a palisade wall. So yeah, on the left side then, 2 docks for Hera, and enough for the third. There it is.
Going up straight away.
Sending out fire galleys immediately. Does he have information? Yes. So that's important. Knowing where your enemy's dock is saves you the embarrassment of going to the wrong side of the map.
Yeah.
No one wants that, and I keep misclicking buttons.
Okay. How many docks does Villese have? Is it just the one, or...?
Sorry, I just wanted to see the scouts. But yeah, it looks like 2 for him.
No third dock yet?
Third dock at the bottom.
That's a nice one. That's really good for fishing later in the game.
Very, very good fishing, but he obviously has to win the water to rely. What?
Both the scouts.
Both scouts are dead, but 2 villagers are still alive. And Villese, he's okay. Yeah, it's not great to have to idle 2 vills, but he's already 2 ahead anyway.
He should be 2 ahead because of his
bonus.
age up bonus, and he killed a vill as well.
Yeah, so he's fairly confident in his economy at the moment.
And he's also got a lot of fish.
6. Yeah.
Normally you do 3 or 4, maybe 5 if you're pushing it.
That's why he's playing defensively, right? Because
An
he knows
early galley transition? That seems a bit risky.
we will see
And
as
the fish just laming the demo.
Yeah, right. Like they're just blocking the demo from getting out, but it's
back,
enough
pull
to
back.
send Hera back. These guys need to fall, like you say. Hello? Are you lost?
Clearly. Well, I guess Hera's adding in some fish as well.
Yeah, right. But still, Villese now can push out, and it's got this nice combo: two fires, 2 galleys, demo raft as well, for good measure. And oops, from Hera,
Just throwing that one
didn't
away
mean
at the
to
end.
do that, did he? That's a dead fishing ship, fire ship for free. Sorry, and at the moment. Sorry, I was getting distracted by the chat. They're saying it's a peninsula, not a tendril.
I prefer tendril.
I'm
Sounds
sorry,
more
but
dramatic.
tendril is a lot more interesting.
More dramatic and
Yeah, right? Sounds dark and ominous, like Hera. You never know what Hera's going to do next. And Hera, he's got a decent-sized navy, but it's a bit misleading because I think Villese's navy was a bit more split up.
they're
But-
both like very similar numbers. They've both got a demo to each. The problem's going to be if Hera can surround the galleys with his...
Well, the
Fire
demo's
guys.
just going straight past. This one gets a relatively underwhelming shot. And I think Villese sees, there's a few too many fires there, and I don't have fletching yet, so I'm going to back away. Maybe you can pick off the demo raft before it pushes him all the way back.
That's what he's trying to do, but he was just debating him. He's pulling the demo to the side to try to get the galleys out of position.
It's pretty good for Hera here, I think. Obviously, Villese can fall back to his docks and move his fishing ship back to the safe fishing back here. Meanwhile, the blacksmith came up in the middle, and looks like we'll see a transition onto farms very soon. Hera already.
Honestly, I wouldn't even bother farming. I would just keep making more mills.
More mills, just take the shorefish.
Yeah, I think that's probably a better way to play this map.
Okay, big fight. This is important. See if he can hit that demo shot. Oh, could be good. Could be good. No, it's not good. It could be better now.
maybe.
Yes.
It was okay.
All right, and I think there's another demo here, and there's enough galleys.
Oh,
that was a good
that
one.
was a good one.
That was a really good one, and I think he's got enough galleys that he can win any fight
And
now.
there's enough of those fire galleys that are already injured as well.
Yeah, I think there's enough low ones.
Like
Kind of half
half
health.
of them
yeah.
are half health.
I mean, as soon as you can get to the point where you can one-shot them,
Or like 2 shot them,
no
basically.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh boy. So Hera switching into galleys as well, which is the smart move at this stage of the game, as Villese gets some kind of confidence from that.
But he can pick off some of these for free almost. No. Hera's
Just
up so
getting out
fast
of dodge
already.
there. Oh wow. Well, I mean, Italian's cheaper.
Yeah, that's true.
Uptime,
That's true.
cheaper uptime, cheaper up cost. Villese faster, so he's still going to be faster to the castle age here.
Ooh, almost a full minute.
Almost a full minute.
Yeah.
It's brilliant how good this melee bonus is.
Oh, and rip the
he's
fish.
going to take the fish as well. Hera just backing. Well, he looked like he was backing off, but he's returning back towards the fish to protect them. And it's now 6 fish versus 3, 37 villagers
Ooh, but he's
apiece.
trying to get a bit of a trap on here. Ooh, just out of time.
What? Why is Mem doing mute chat off like midway through the game?
Because we're too chatty, right?
There wasn't even anything in the chat.
We're too chatty, okay?
All right, we'll stop. But yeah, I like that Villese here feeling confident to push forward, and of course he'll have the war galley upgrade first. So
Well, he can probably guess that he's going to get up first, right?
yeah, he's
Unless
right
he's
in doing
really
this.
screwed up somewhere. Malay should be up first.
He's not going to see that 4th dock. But I think he's got his own 4th dock as well. So both players really going hard on the water now. And here comes that war galley upgrade. Hera making a push, trying to take out any units he can.
Hera's
before it
microing
comes
really well
in.
here, though.
Good job taking out the demo. But Villese now going to have war galley. So this should be a case of chasing him down back toward the docks.
The hardest bit is, though, once you've got war galley, you're so much slower than normal galleys, right? It's difficult to chase them down.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's a bit rough here. He's not really going to get anything at this point.
No, but he could start pressuring a dock. It's probably
He can
not
suicide
enough.
his demos against the dock, like
Yeah.
some other players have done.
He could do that too. He could kill some more fish, which he has done. And maybe if he did use both demos against the dock, he could kill it.
And maybe that's the one that he's doing war galley in.
You never know. It's not,
No?
but it could be. It was actually probably the one at the back
Probably
if
the
he
one at
was
the
being
back.
sensible.
Yep.
But war galley's done now anyway, so we'll never know. But yeah, he can do a little bit of chip damage, but he can't really do anything decisive. Meanwhile, the center of the map, he's kind of just blocking it up with houses at the moment.
It's going to get difficult to boom in later on.
Oh, and there you go. Hera University. Villese, no university yet.
He's 6 bills ahead, though.
Malay.
Malay, yeah.
Malay.
Pretty good.
Malady.
Oh, those fires, though,
Sneaky.
going straight for the fish.
I think Villese saw it. No, he didn't. Okay.
And Hera's actually ahead in military. Like, even without those fire ships fighting.
Now
Oh,
he's coming in
this
from
is
the
so
rear. The demos are there, though, which is quite good. That's some good demo hits, taking out
was-
most of the fires and are damaging them very, very much indeed.
But
But
it looks like he's going to lose water here.
Hera's got ballistics, man.
Yeah.
This is huge because now Villese's running away. He's just getting punished for it. And that's a 5 military lead for Hera on the water. What's Villese going to do? What's his game plan now?
He hasn't dropped TC, so it's not like he's can just fall back and boom behind, right?
No, and Hera's on 1 TC as well, which is expected right now. But Hera's winning the water, so this is looking very good for Aftermath at the moment. Oh, sorry, he hasn't got ballistics.
No. He has a university. He's
No.
getting
He's getting ballistics now. So I was wrong before, but he'll have it in a minute, and that's really going to help him out here because this should go well for Hera. He's trying to use the distraction ship. We
Yep.
saw him doing
Yep.
this earlier with the
Little-
archers
so
as
good.
well. And Villese is going to back up into his little river here and leave his docks
Oh,
exposed.
If Hera's going to follow him in there, that is so dangerous.
That's very risky. If a demo comes out here,
Hey,
Oh, he's queuing
he's
it.
ready for it.
he's queuing it. But I think Hera's going to... Why is he only going back with half his army as well? It seems a little bit...
Oh, is the demo going to make it in time? Oh, no. Feels bad, man. Oh, and then the demo comes
Oh,
down
the demo
and
comes
instantly
out
dies.
too late, yeah. Well, it was a nice
Rip.
try. I think if Hera had been debated a bit more, then that could have paid off massively for Villese. But still, he's going to stick near his docks. He's going to take that defender's advantage. There is still a 6-ship deficit for Villese here. And meanwhile, he is going to go for that second TC in the middle. Interesting. I don't know if that's going to work too well. I wonder if Hera's gone up to a 5th dock.
I wouldn't think so. I
Not
think
yet.
the second TC is more likely.
Second TC,
Yeah.
yeah. So, still just going to keep this advantage on the water for now, and that's going to be the status quo for a while because Villese is not going to catch up in ships. if he's not making more
he
docks,
throws
and
away
he's
through like
losing
that.
docks as well.
Oh, and he's going to lead him straight towards the fish. No.
Follow me. He has had more fish for longer, though, to be fair. If you
Yeah,
look
no,
at
I
the food
guess
collected, that's
The-
quite a
The
lot
fish
of
have
extra
obviously
resources.
paid for themselves, but it still feels bad for them to die, right?
It feels bad, yeah. And not just more food, but a lot more wood for Villese as well. So,
So more villagers are on wood instead of food.
yeah, you could argue that that second TC is a lot more affordable for Villese here. Big fight, though, and that could be the end of the water for Villese here. Looks like Hera will mostly clean that up now. And
Water
if
looks
not,
pretty
at least finish off the docks.
Oh, there's one random demo just chilling.
Not for long.
Not for long. Feels bad, man.
I mean, I don't think demos are ever chilling. They're pretty intense, right? I mean,
I think they're very chill, and then all of a sudden they're really hot.
look, it's a ship full of explosives.
Yeah, but
You're not chilling at any point.
If they weren't chill, they would just spontaneously explode.
I don't know, man. I'd be on edge if I was on a demo ship. Like, you just don't know when it's gonna go off.
Using too much logic, okay?
Yeah. Logic and Age of Empires just don't go together.
Yeah.
Anyway, doesn't look like this one will come out because the dock will die.
maybe just those 3 war galleys.
Oh, we got it! Oh, okay.
It needs to set the gather point onto the war galleys.
Yeah.
And it would just attack those 3 that were right next to
It's
it.
been quite a waste so far, but that's well and truly done for Villese. Water is gone. Maybe the Imperial Age could save him, though. Oh, wow. Okay, that's good. He does do a little bit of raiding damage up here. I guess, why not?
Yeah, the votes are useless.
What else
otherwise.
are you going to do with them at this stage?
And remember, we were talking about this at the start of the game, right? Hera's island is so bad for being raided from water.
Yeah, they are. And if you look now at Hera, his resources, quite low. Very low on food.
Yep.
He's just added that second TC, so his villager production will keep his food low for a while. And meanwhile, Vilese's got a lot more in the bank, so
It looks like he's saving up for imp, honestly.
I think so too. I think that could be his way back into the game, because he could build docks over here, where he's
Yeah.
less likely to be scouted, and then go fast fire ship and try and retake the water in him. But at the moment, he is losing
Couple of
villagers.
bills here and there, but he's still 12 bills ahead, so it's a pretty good spot. Ooh, and he's also getting a pretty good trade there against the initial fight against the war galleys.
That's true. And obviously, Hera's been quite busy just killing all the docks,
Yeah.
which is good. You definitely want to do that, but it means as a result that Vilese's economy hasn't really been touched.
No, and he's it's about to click up. He's got the food, he's got the gold. Does he have a monastery? Maybe not.
No. He's
Okay.
got a university. He doesn't have a siege workshop.
So he's just waiting for a monastery.
There
we
it
go,
is.
Building it right now, and then he'll be straight up.
Interesting. Do you think Villese will go for the water? But do you think he'll try and do something on the land real quick and just try and kill this?
I would think you have to do something on the water. Like, he's got land, right?
Yeah, I think so too. I
It seems a
think
mistake to go land. 'Cause, like, if he tries to go land, and maybe Hera expects it and has some demos waiting for him, 30 Krambits die to a demo on the shallows.
yeah, that's
that
true.
feels very bad. Man.
That's true. Looks like we've got a castle coming up here. Interesting position for a castle. It's quite a common place to see players, just to try and lock down the choke point.
Yeah, it stops the boats just coming from one side to the other.
Yeah, and it stops the boats passing, but it also stops units from running in so easily. Definitely works well. And it's quite snugly fit in that little corner there. It's like made for a castle, really.
Yeah, basically.
But I feel like Hera isn't really utilizing his navy as well as he could. He's just kind of attacking houses and not doing a whole lot. But
Yeah.
he could be here
The
killing
wood line and the
villagers.
gold.
He could be denying the
scouted
gold.
that, right?
Yeah,
He has so much scouting.
surely has.
Yeah, like, that would be perfect.
He could be here killing these guys. He could be here killing these
Well,
guys.
there's a tower there now, so he doesn't really want to sit in that spot.
True, but there's still a lot of places he could be sitting.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Villese is Imperial, and we'll see what the plan is. I expect a castle. There it is, and there's the dock. So, no rush to get harbour yet. He's going to go for a treb first.
Has he scouted the castle?
I
maybe?
wonder.
That's
I'm
the
going
only
to check
reason I
that
can
now.
see going for the trap.
Maybe he just assumes there's something there.
Could be. Could be.
Either way, we should expect to see upgrades from Villese soon. I really thought he'd go fast fire,
Well, we've got some galleys, right?
but Galleon is coming in. I mean, Galleon gives you the reach onto the land. Fast fires don't, but fast fires are better for taking back water
Well,
control.
not when he has this many war galleys.
Mm,
Right. He's got 35 war galleys. You're going to need at least 30 fast fires, I think, to take that.
And actually, as well, another thing to consider I didn't think about a moment ago is probably like the choke point as well.
Yeah, like
You
your
know,
fast fires aren't going to get in there, right?
Yeah,
They're going to
they
get
need
stuck
to be
bumping
in
each other.
open water, really.
Yeah.
Where your opponent just kind of gets surrounded. So Galleon and Treb, he actually will kill the castle. The lesser map hacks confirmed. He's even got a little hill, which is perfect because he can get the attack bonus there as well.
I'm just waiting for him to add some more docks and just keep massing up, right? I think he's still only got those 2 docks on that side. Ooh, that's a good castle.
That's a good castle. That's denying all the gold. So that every single gold in the middle of the map is now Vilese's. And this is going to be an interesting game because Hera just didn't seem to care about the middle of the map. He won the water control really well, but then just kind of stopped caring about the middle at any point in this game. And now Villese has 100% of the gold on the map.
He's getting chemistry. Hera's also getting squires, and I saw he got scale mail armor earlier. Is he maybe thinking of some condos? Yeah.
Looks like it.
I guess
Condos will be that good. Yeah.
maybe he's just expecting karambits at some point, so he's preparing a little bit to defend against it.
Well, there are some
There's
karambits.
some karambits with no upgrades whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, they're so cheap, it's like, why not? But I do think that we'll see Hera going for... He's got to deny this castle, I think. He doesn't know it's there at the moment, but he will find it very soon. If he can deny that castle, that would be huge for him. He's got careening, so he's got the upgrade advantage now. Well, he needs chemistry, actually. But, oh, the trebs! That's a free treb. But he's got to be very careful. Like, what do? Do you fight the navy? Do you fight the castle?
Or the vills? The castle's going up.
The castle's going to go up,
right.
so...
And half the galleons aren't even fighting for Hera.
Is it, though? Is it? He could deny the castle.
If he attacks the
He
vills,
could deny the castle.
galleons get 3 hits on them, right?
No, the castle's denied.
That's fine, though. The galleons should still be trading fairly well.
Still, that's good for Hera.
99%, those vills, they're going to get it up.
They
right?
have to
get it up.
Hammer down! Hammer down!
Okay, yeah, it's up.
Okay, they got it. But I think that was still pretty good for Hera. Look at the villager difference. Villese can afford to lose the villas.
Yeah, right.
But it's still good that Hera, cut the villager number down a little bit. Still, he can go straight past the castle now and try and fight the boats here with his larger navy.
Oh boy, here comes Harbors.
Oh yes, Thalassocracy on the way. And
He still needs more docks. He's only got the 2 of them, right? Oh,
he's got 3 here. He only just built them, though, to be fair. He only just built them. Villese doesn't have much wood in the bank at the moment. He's really focused, it seems, on taking all the gold.
Right, I guess maybe he's thinking, if I lose the middle, I'll grab as much of it.
Yeah, he's going for the fire strap.
Yeah. Yeah,
what-
Hoover up the middle.
Pretty much what
I think
fire
that's what you
did the
said.
other day, yeah. I'm wondering if... Yeah, that harbor's firing back, yeah. Perfect. Villese now doing masonry.
To make his Harbors better.
It's so good. It's so good. And I think at this point now, it's going to be really hard for Hera. How does he kill the docks?
Cannon galleons, of course. And they're so cheap,
Oh,
right?
we all know that cannon galleons are really affordable when you've
Right.
got no gold left.
Yeah. And very little wood, too.
He's got 200 gold left to mine. Lots of wood. A little bit of gold available from relics. But he has to get the gold in the middle, and it's too late. I think it's too late. I think Villese wins the game from here.
And he's not hard enough on water that he's clearly not, right? Water is still a toss-up. It's pretty even.
Kondo's coming out.
Okay.
He's maybe trying to think about getting the...
This is not good. Well, maybe if Villese actually fights properly.
Oh boy, this is very, very good for Villese. He's going to clean up that navy. And, oh, here we go.
It's a little bit over here.
I just feel like Hera did such a good job to win the water, but he didn't maximize it. He didn't make the most of it. He didn't raid Villese's economy. He didn't use it to, come here and stop more units coming across to the middle. He didn't take the opportunity. Oh, I've won the water. Let's get the middle now.
Right.
And yeah, we knew that it would be harder for him because of the way that the trees are. But if anything, that gives him more incentive to try and get the middle earlier.
You think so? But sometimes you get into a very focused mindset. Like, okay, I need to win water, and you don't stop to think about how bad that wood line is.
Yeah.
And then by the time you're thinking about it, you're like, oh shit, I can't get to the middle anymore because I should have done it 10 minutes ago. And
And now I
focused on doing this one thing.
Yeah, that's true. And now I really feel that, honestly, Villese's going to be so good with these harbors that I don't think Hera can win the water back at this point.
No, I don't think so either.
And now he's got to cross this every time. And Villese's just going to come and park his boats there, I imagine. Or is at least going to come around here and kill the docks, and then, well, the boat's already here, so never mind.
Treb, maybe.
Referring to here makes me think he's next to you. Well, Robo is sat next to me right now.
I am.
We're in touching distance. Please, stop.
Please, stop touching me, Robo. It's not appropriate.
Hera, why would he bother grabbing wood here? I guess,
He needs wood,
well,
right?
he does need wood, but this wood is also pretty good, I guess. Oh, nice. Quick gate here to stop the condos coming through. Robo
It's
is
still
quiet.
it's open on the left-hand side, isn't it? For the condos to go through?
On this left side? Yeah. So, no, it was open.
It was open.
It
Not
still
anymore.
is open. Gate's open. Now it's
No.
closed. But yeah, so I think Villese now can just, be a pirate and go around just killing villagers from the shoreline.
Yeah, like you can all of those galleons. Stop fighting the galleons. Just go north, sit on that wood line, and win the game.
Oh yeah, he could do that, or he could come here and kill these ones. Guard
like a tower. The tower works
garrison
too.
the villagers in the
Yeah.
guard tower and push them all.
Oh, and here comes the rest.
GG. Right there.
Right.
That's like, okay, I'm stuck.
I see your
What do I do
see
now?
your castle shooting me, and I say I don't care.
I do not care. That's where Villese needs to be, right here. And
Treb's ever so slowly
down.
dying.
Okay, that's not great. The castle is doing some damage, but
He just doesn't care. He's got
Nah.
60 to 20 military.
doesn't care. There you have it. The trap, save the trap.
Repair it.
They can't.
All the
They can't
villas,
save
get in
the
there.
trap. The condos, the hero condos, going down, and Hera's calling the game. Villese takes it. It's a 2-1 victory to the Finn, putting Suomi into the quarterfinals. Congratulations to Villese. Well played in game number 3. Coming back from what looked to be a solid water win from Hera, pulls it back and takes the victory in the end with superior map control and complete water dominance. Obviously, the Malay harbors are not something to be messed with, but Hera, he let them happen. He could have stopped this. I think he could have done more with his water control in the Castle Age when he won everything and took out the docks. He could have done more, but in the end, Villese takes it thanks to that map control in the middle. Hera getting stuck on his atoll, on his island, and Villese secures his place in the quarterfinals. We'll take a quick look at the post-game stats before having a quick peek at the brackets to see what that means for these players. There we go. Villese with 156 kills, 8 buildings lost, 62 army. Eco-wise, he was ahead across the board. Pretty close on food and wood, but a massive amount of additional gold for the Finn. And villager high there. A little bit more for Villese. 20 extra villagers. A relic collected quite close to the end. Not giving him much gold, but didn't really need it when he had that much gold anyway. So, well played to Villese. 2-1 victory for him. Taking a look at the brackets now, we can see that puts him into the quarterfinals. And he'll face either Lix or Stark, depending on who wins the next match. And that match will be coming up in a few moments' time. The last match of the round of 16, SY versus VNA. Stark, of course, representing the Vietnamese team. We'll talk about that in a minute. And interestingly, so far, only two 2-0 series. Oh, wow. I didn't know that Vubli would make those noises. I apologize. How are the matchups determined in 1v1? It's a round robin, essentially. Because this tournament is played over 7 stages, and each stage has 2 events, there are 14 brackets. And every team plays every other team twice in the first round over the course of the whole tournament. So eventually, in this case, Heresy plays Secret in round 1, And in the next one, Heresy will play a different team in round 1, and then they'll play a different team in round 1, and another team in round 1. And then eventually they'll have played all the other teams in round 1, and then they'll do it again. So that's how it works, making, in the end, no need for seeding, because it all becomes a long round robin. It's kind of a complex system, but it works.
Yeah.
And we're now going to have a look at our next match. It's going to be Lix versus Stark, SY versus VNA. Back to the brackets real quick, actually. Suomi progress, and in the bottom half, and Aftermath progress in the top half. Both the secret team members are through, and both frantic members are through. So that means that BZK don't make it into the round of 8. And Heresy don't make it into the round of 8 either. Okay, no problem. So we'll be back in a minute's time. We are going to have our next match in a few moments, Lix versus Stark. I'll just put a quick 2-minute timer on because we are going to grab a quick drink over here and a bite to eat before we go into the next series. So stay tuned. We'll see you in a minute.